Hey, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? We're taking a look at the LG G8X with the dual screen case here. Now, obviously, this is just a whole lot of fun because you get not one, but two screens on this. And let me actually just change things up. Make sure we don't have too bright of a screen. What I wanted to show in this video, as you can tell from the title, is the gaming experience. So we're gonna pop over to that in just a little bit, but for now, I just wanted to give you another preview of the dual screen and some of the use cases that I'm really into. Obviously, because I love me some YouTube, I watch YouTube stuff all the time. This is literally what my use case generally is. So play a video on one side, open up a browser, or perhaps even more pertinent would be Twitter. Have Twitter on the other side and just read up on the latest news, the latest trending topics, while having the video on the side. I can even go like this and have the video full screen right here while having Twitter on the bottom and just have a full multimedia experience. Really just a multi-experience, if you will. But of course, one of the main use case scenarios for this dual screen is going to be for gaming, other types of multimedia. So if we open up the game launcher, I already have a couple of games installed on here. And as with the original dual screen case, you could actually turn on a gamepad on the other side so that you have touch controls that are away from your actual gameplay. That way you can just enjoy the game without your fingers actually covering up any of the screen. Now the Gamepad app, which will open up on this side once I hit this button, will have a bunch of preset controllers that map to the game the same way that gamepads and, let's say, Xbox controllers would. So a game like Tactical right here, a slightly more recent game, is that it does already support actual gamepads. And because of that reason, these built-in controls work perfectly fine already. So I find this game to be really fun, and especially with a tactical gamepad, or rather a tactile gamepad, an actual gamepad, this is a fun game. So just running around. Okay, of course I'm gonna lose it already. Okay, I'm feeling it. This is pretty good. Let's do some drifting. Okay, so in order to do much more aggressive turning, I have to let go and swipe again. I can't just hold down on here and control it. Though I could definitely do that, but if I want to have more aggressive turning, I have to actually do like a much bigger swipe. But this actually works pretty well. This is not bad at all. All right, so that was just one race on there. Obviously, like I said before, I'm not the biggest fan of mobile racing games quite like this, but this does help a lot. But there is one game that I know a lot of you really want to see, and that's where this really helps. But there's something new that has been added in, and you can already see a prompt for it right here. It says here, the LG Gamepad works only with games that support the physical gamepad, like I just said. But for all other games, you can create your own. This is a big deal. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop up PUBG Mobile. Opens up on the second screen, which is above me. And again, one of the best parts about this screen is that the hinge actually stays wherever you put it on. It's not set to 2 or 3 different configurations. You can actually have it tilted at just the angle that you want. I'm gonna leave it right around there. That works for me. Maybe actually just a bit more. All right, so we are in now, and as you can see, this is the original gamepad. There are a few of them, including a racing style, an arcade style, and a basic style, but what we want is over on the right where you can create your own gamepad. Now, this is going to be a pretty involved process, and you're going to see why in a second, but the first thing I have to do is open up the control settings and customize the layout. So here's the layout that we have. This is a typical PUBG Mobile layout. What we're going to do is try and mirror a bunch of buttons on this side so that it basically hits all of the marks that we want on this side. So what I'm doing is I'm adding the control here in a place that is more or less comfortable for me. And then this little plus button up here is going to be the target area. So as I move this control, it'll move based upon where it is on this screen. So that looks pretty good already. I'm going to go ahead and add another button. We're going to do look. We're going to do a look control stick, which will be over on this side. And then that will be right in the middle because that is how we control the camera. Let's add another one for fire. So I'll do a red button for fire. So if I put a red button for fire, why don't I put one right here so that I can fire pretty easily while looking around with this stick. So I'll do that like that right there. That works pretty well. And then I'll add one more red button up here, and use that to fire with this version of Fire. So as you can see, you can have multiple rather, instances of the same button, as long as the colors kind of tell you exactly what function you want it to be in your mind. You can add as many of the same color as you want, but 2 red buttons, I think that works for Fire pretty well. Let's add another one for green. So the green one's right there, and I'll put that for Jump. So when it comes to mobile games, generally you do need to still touch the actual game itself on the touchscreen. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing more often than not. But this might actually be one of the best ways. Oh, and it works so well already. Oh, that's not a... Okay, I need to change this. Change this one. I want to trash that one. So that wasn't a control stick. I actually have to put another control stick there. Okay, so at least we can put multiples of the same thing. So it's not that big a deal. There, oh, that feels pretty awesome. Actually, I might have accidentally gotten into an actual Battle Royale game, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy ourselves right now. All right, here we go. So the controls seem to be working really well already, and even though you might not have a tactile experience because this is just another touch screen, at least you're not covering up any of the elements on the screen. So this is another really good example. I don't have any controls mapped to these particular buttons, the first one to jump out of the airplane, and then of course there's this one to actually parachute. But since the other screen is not too far from you to begin with, you could just go ahead and reach over, hit that parachute. I'm probably gonna die really quick on here because I just wanna get to team deathmatch. I did not mean to be in a battle royale. All right, we're doing pretty well. I'm liking this already. It may not be the most ideal control playstyle because obviously people really want their controllers when it comes to stuff like this, but just being able to see everything without your fingers actually covering up parts of the screen, that is pretty awesome already. I'm already enjoying this a lot. I think we're good here. Let's try to remember what the controls were. All right, so yellow was for crouching. This should be for jumping. I'm trying to remember what I set for reload. Here's yet another example. I need to add another button for reloading. There you are. Yes. I hope that wasn't a bot. I just want to feel accomplished about my gameplay right now, okay guys? Because I'm having such a good time with this gamepad. This is super fun, and there are so many games where this makes perfect sense. So this is an awesome way of getting into your gaming even better, especially with PUBG Mobile, because you can map all of these buttons to everything up here. This is fun. This is cool. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, that was definitely a bot. Oh, got one more. My goodness. Finally jumping into Team Deathmatch. I'm actually super happy that this mode is here now because I prefer this. Battle Royale rounds tend to take way too long. You just want to pop in and pop out. Something like this is perfectly fine. Oh man. Oh man, that was fun. No, 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 no. Trying to be meticulous. And you can see the controls are working beautifully well. No, 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 no. Fire, 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 yes. All right, all right, all right, let's chill, let's chill, let's chill. Where are you at? Ah, okay. Again, not too sure if these are bots or not, but I'm obviously having a good time. Oh no. Reloading. And I think that's one of the main benefits here is that you don't have to fiddle with where all of the controls are on the screen. You just have it laid out. You don't have the other buttons that could actually mess you up if you accidentally swipe in that direction. So obviously that provides, I don't know if that's really like the, no, 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 come on, come on, come on. I don't know if that's completely like a huge advantage the way that a real gamepad might be, but I can see how this is sort of that middle ground. And you know, this dual screen case is part of the package of the LG G8X. So yeah, it is an advantage in the sense that you get this built into the package. That was awesome. I don't know if I deserve that trophy of MVP because I was using a controller like this. Okay, so all of you in the comments, don't get too mad at me. That was really fun though. So if you're just looking to have fun in something like this, obviously this is great. This is a built-in version, or rather a built-in feature of the dual screen. You're just able to map your controls to something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save this, just sort of post it up somewhere once I get the chance. But yeah, this is what the dual screen LG gamepad can do for you. You can actually, I don't know about the word dominate, but you can have a great time with PUBG Mobile on this. But in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this one. That was just straight gaming on the LG G8X and the dual screen case. Yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comment sections down below. And then let me know how you feel about this phone in general. I have a lot of content about this phone about to come out. I have my hands-on video, which you can see right now in a card appearing above or in the description down below. And I'm also going to have a couple of other pieces on this phone as well. I wanna give another thanks to LG for letting me have some extra time with this phone and also for being the sponsor of some of my content here at IFA. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call it on this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I would just remind you to enjoy your tea, everybody.